I want to focus on one thing as we finish up. This week, we're setting aside time to pray as a church. I'd love to challenge some of you to fast as well if you'd like to take a day out, or all 4 days if you're unbelievable. That may not mean fasting from food, it may be fasting from something that's very dear in your life. Not your wife, your husband, if you're trying to get a way out, that's not what I mean. But one thing I want to focus on as we finish is this. How will we value prayer? We're going to pray together as a church. And we're going to do it often. So we're going to have something called Unite, where I'm hoping we'll come together in unity and faith 3 or 4 times a year, however often it may be. And I want us to focus on praying to God together. Listen to these amazing words, and then I'll close it pretty soon. The life, power, and glory of the church is prayer. The life of its members is dependent on prayer, and the presence of God is secured and retained by prayer. The very place is made sacred by its ministry. Where we meet changes this place from just a nasty 4-wall place into a place where the presence of God is with us. Without it, without prayer, the church is lifeless and powerless. Without it, even the building itself is nothing more or other than any other structure. Prayer converts even the bricks and mortar and lumber into a sanctuary, a holy of holies, where the glory of God dwells. It separates it in spirit and in purpose from all other places. Prayer radically affects the church. And we must pray together. We must be defined by prayer. There's some big things on the agenda. There's things we need to ask God about. And I really want us to be a people that pray together. I want us to pray non-hypocritical prayers. I don't want us to pray prayers that are just formulated because we're together. I want us to pray prayers from our hearts together as God speaks to us. I'm hopeful that God will respond to us as we go into this week of prayer. I'm praying that God will reveal things to us through the prophetic word about location, many other things about us as a people. And I really want God to speak to us. And I really want to be a church that prays together. I think there's such a legalism about this at times though as well though. Where we kind of look at each other, well, you didn't seem to come to the prayer meeting. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. If you don't come because you don't want to come, that's fine. If you don't come because you can't make it because someone's dying in the family and the other person's going, you didn't make it to the prayer meeting. Well, someone's already far more in the wrong than the person who didn't make it to the prayer meeting. I want us to be there because we want to pray authentic, vibrant, collective prayers together.